what's going on, guys? It's Shed. Welcome back to some more Modern Warfare 2. Today, they ended up actually releasing the Messi bundle. There are just certain players that seem to transcend the sports, whether I even know anything about the sport or not. I mean, it's Messi, dude. Come on, look at him. What's really weird is that whenever you try to preview his operator, like on the bundle, it doesn't actually let you. Every time you click X to preview, it just doesn't work. I'm gonna assume this is probably gonna be one of the most popular skins in the game. All right, and here he is. Actually doesn't look bad at all. I have no idea what they had to go through licensing-wise to get through that shit, but cool. Yeah, carbine. I currently have 2 weapon charms now, so now I have the SPR and the SAB weapon charm. So now I'm finishing this up, basically just doing like all the real like fast, cheesy weapons and stuff at the moment. I might save the shotguns for whenever we get to shipment and stuff. That'll make it even easier. Not that Shoot House is bad for it by any means. Not like it couldn't be done, but I don't know. I could do other things and then just, you know, the shotgun will be perfect. So in yesterday's video, I actually had an effect over my voice. It's supposed to reduce like background noise, but it ended up like cutting off certain parts of my voice, but whatever. Also, I was changing some audio settings and stuff around. I've also messed around with like fan speeds and stuff like that to try to help with like reducing the crashing and other shit. Realistically, I don't think it has anything to do with my temps or anything, but it's just a game. Everybody is crashing. Actually, everybody's crashing to the point to where even Nadeshot has like a semi-viral clip without the context of understanding why everything is so frustrating. Like, I know that he felt embarrassed about it, but anybody that actually plays it completely understands where he's coming from. It wasn't unhinged, like, oh man, he cursed and raised his voice. That's never been done before. Everything he said was true. They do make that amount of money. I'm not saying just because they make that amount of money, everything is gonna be perfect, but shit is just not up to par. Something's not adding up. Usually you would think like the higher revenue that something would generate, the better quality you would end up getting later and later. But then it just ends up becoming this thing where it's done so efficiently, or in this case, so efficiently just for the sake of sale anyway, be able to produce something that you could at least sell, but not ever actually finish, but it be like part of the design. It's fucked up, man. I don't need to go into this whole thing. It's, you already know. So currently on the polyatomic challenges for the carbine here, literally would only take like a couple hours if I were to play all the way through here. I still have to edit and everything for this video, but I got my car back. I actually ended up getting finished a lot faster than I was expecting. I was thinking that it could, you know, potentially have like a whole bunch of issues, although because I don't drive my car a ton, the air pressure in my tires are like constantly dying, and like my tires get fucked up because I literally don't move the vehicle. It's a good car. It doesn't run bad at all, but you know, it's an older car. It's my first car. I've had it for a while, but that's exactly why I haven't gotten a new car though, because like I don't use car a lot. So although I've been trying to use it more, been trying to like, you know, move. Been trying to utilize it. Sometimes I forget. I don't know. Sometimes you just get so deep into the grind. Oh, okay. Well, see, undervolting and turning the fans up, all that, it doesn't matter, man. I got flashed and it crashed my game. That is the beginning thing of a flash. It's the same error every single time as well. It doesn't change anything. I see it on everyone's shit. It just happens constantly. Warzone, multiplayer, all of it. DMZ. So you got Nadeshot over here frustrated that he's getting right on the cusp of being able to get a nuke, which is not easy to do in Warzone with multiple other people that are all stressed out trying to do it. And then you just get this complete buzzkill, momentum smashing crash. Just freeze. The worst feeling, especially being so close to being able to finish it. Same thing with DMZ. You get so far into it, you start doing all this shit, you're completing your missions, you're about to exfil and crash. You guys are just in your car, you're on your way to the exfil and freeze. Just ends so anticlimactically. So you guys saw that the SPR has its little charm. I know it's really hard to notice, but it's right there. Please be impressed with it. Oh, and actually you can see it in the top right as well. I actually have the SAB emblem on with the SPR calling card. So obviously if I have, you know, both of those Orion emblem and calling card thing, then both of the weapons should be done. And there it is, SAB fit. Yep, just another charm. Man, I swear if I get 51 charms and shit and it's all for a calling card, I mean, it's 2 years, so it's really not that crazy. That Obsidian shit was ill. I don't even know what I was thinking. Does the US play today? I have a feeling that they do, or they did. I know that there's like an event going on where you're supposed to predict who is supposed to win, but it's also like during the group stages, it's like really random, I swear. Like in so many games, I can see so many people saying like, oh no, for sure, this certain team is definitely gonna smash the shit out of this other team. And then they just end up tying, like 1-1, 0-0. Like everybody was saying that England was supposed to smash the United States. And that's not even like shit talking. I'm just saying like as an example. And then the game just ends up being 0-0. 0. So like obviously everybody is just operating off of like full-blown just hype and being fans without actual any know-how. Even if you do know, I sit here and break down all these fights and shit like that. I've watched these people fight for years and years and years, and then I watch the matchup, I break the matchup down, and then I watch them actually fight each other, and it doesn't go the way that I think at all. Sometimes you can learn all sorts of shit. You can have all the evidence, you can have all of the things that just add up to it, but at the end of the day, things are kind of just random. Certain days, certain teams are just gonna win. That's how it goes. Like, yeah, the best team could be the best team, but it doesn't mean that they're the best team today. They can play like the third best team. Who knows? They could still end up winning, but still somehow people would consider them in like a power ranking thing better than another team. It happens all the time across like all sports and fighting and all sorts of shit, ratings. So realistically, yeah, you can make your educated guess on like what you think is gonna happen in the game, but there's really no like guaranteed victory on these things. Now, I know that there's gonna be people that go and say, nah, this is guaranteed, I swear. Promise you, you're not like impressing anybody if you end up being correct. You're doing a 50-50 coin flip. It's not hard to guess. It's a 50-50 coin flip. You're either right or you're wrong. Hey, I respect the blind faith, but my brain is like, you know, I'm seeing quite a few of the CDL skins already. The CDL skins are super clean on this game. A lot of people were saying that they're gonna just go and try to buy any of them that are like the darkest outfits to try to like blend in and make everything like super dark. But like the visibility on this game is not that bad. Like everyone keeps talking about like rose skin 4.0, 5.0, 7. Whatever, man. The reality of it is the visibility is no longer that big of an issue, and at that point like you're just kind of using the term rose skin as like bait because it doesn't actually give any actual advantage. I mean, yeah, definitely everyone knows going full black is definitely the most stealthy, but it's just not hard to spot people in this game, especially in multiplayer. The shit is not a problem. You don't see people appearing out of the darkness in like stairwells and shit like was happening in Warzone 1. That's a Warzone 1 visibility issue, and I ain't saying Warzone 2 is perfect, but visibility wise Warzone 2 is leaps and bounds better looking and just fidelity wise a superior game to Warzone 1, which makes a lot of sense. It's newer, but even with like the turned down graphics and everything, like the game's fidelity is just much better, at least for me. I have no visibility issues at all, whereas on Warzone 1 you have to do all sorts of tricks. That's the first time my OBS has ever crashed with like an error message like that. So weird. So we're almost at like 500 total kills with this one. After the Lockwood, what am I doing? I am making a little bit of progress over here on the Joker whenever I remember to use it. I keep forgetting that because like the game modes are cycling and stuff, sometimes it clicks in my head like, oh yeah, we're playing an objective mode, so I should probably be shooting this onto the hard point, or I should have so many more than I currently have for how long I've had this on my back. I'm being very, very inefficient. But once it's over, man, I mean, given we got 3 more launches to do after that, but those I can do. That's fine. I can't wait to RPG 1,000 people on shipment. That sounds awesome. Yeah, anyway, Messi's currently in the game. It actually looks really, really good. There's been a few times where they've had characters and crossovers and other people having like features in these games where they've been kind of, you know, mixed. Some are better than others, some worse. I really expected them to look a lot dumber. They always try to do some weird shit with these characters, but I think they actually nailed it pretty good. Probably finish out the carbine sometime tonight and then figure out what I'm gonna do after that. Would I want to go and use the rest of the marksman rifles? Am I just gonna have it all mixed up? Am I gonna stay real strict with it? When am I gonna do the melee stuff? I'll do the melee stuff. I'll worry about the riot shield and knife once we get the shipment. That's obvious. We could do the sniper rifle. Anything that's like bolt action, all of these will be good. These are all completely fine with me. All of these are fun. But the EBR and other shit, I mean, it's not like they're bad, but I don't feel like using them for 1,000 kills right now. I think I'm gonna make some class loadout names here pretty soon for multiplayer. I have my own set of like 5 things that I want changed over on Warzone 2. I need to find the ones for multiplayer. I just need to turn off autopilot and pay attention. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love and support on the videos, and yeah, it's been Jeff, guys. Later.